Fear. Every human is born with one weakness: fear. And believe it or not, fear isn't your enemy. Fear is your brain's alarm system. It exists for one reason: to keep you alive. Without fear, humans wouldn't survive very long, but sometimes your brain sounds the alarm when there isn't any real danger. That's when fear becomes a prison. It stops you from trying new things, even when success is waiting on the other side. Fear whispers, "What if you fail?" But it never asks, "What if you succeed?" Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's choosing to move forward, even while you're afraid. Procrastination. You know that important task you promised yourself you'd do today. Your brain has a different idea. Let's do it. Later. And somehow, later keeps moving. Procrastination isn't always laziness. Sometimes it's fear, disguised as delay. What if I fail? So your brain chooses comfort, even when comfort steals your future. The longer you wait, the bigger the task feels. The secret isn't finding motivation. It's starting before you feel ready. One tiny step can break the cycle. Progress doesn't begin when you're motivated. It begins when you finally take the first step. Overthinking. Have you ever replayed the same moment over and over again? Welcome to the world of overthinking. Your brain isn't trying to hurt you. It's trying to protect you from making mistakes. But sometimes it protects you too much. Every decision becomes 100 different possibilities. What if this goes wrong? What if people judge me? What if I choose the wrong path? Soon, thinking turns into worrying. You'll never have every answer before you begin. The truth is, sometimes action creates clarity, because the biggest mistake isn't choosing the wrong path. It's never taking one at all. Jealousy. Have you ever been happy until you saw someone doing better than you? That's how jealousy quietly begins. Jealousy doesn't mean you're a bad person. It simply means you're comparing yourself to someone else. And comparison can steal your happiness. Social media makes this even easier. You start comparing your real life to someone else's highlight reel. Soon, someone else's success starts feeling like your failure. But that's an illusion. Everyone is fighting battles you can't see. Instead of asking, "Why them?" ask yourself, "What can I learn from them?" The moment jealousy becomes inspiration, it stops being a weakness and starts becoming fuel for growth. Ego. Everyone has an ego, but not everyone controls it. Your ego is the voice that says, "I matter," and a healthy ego can actually help you. It gives you confidence to chase your goals, but ego becomes dangerous when it needs to always be right. It makes admitting mistakes feel impossible. Sometimes ego protects your pride, while secretly blocking your growth. A strong ego says, "I can improve." A fragile ego says, "I don't need to change." The ego hates being criticized, but criticism can be the doorway to improvement. The strongest people aren't those who never make mistakes. They're the ones who can admit when they are wrong. When you control your ego, you don't become smaller. You become wiser. Greed. How much is enough? For many people, the answer is always just a little more. That's how greed quietly begins. Greed isn't just about money. Sometimes we want more attention, more success, more power, and sometimes more things we don't even need. The strange thing about greed, it promises satisfaction, but often leaves you wanting even more. Gratitude breaks that cycle, because appreciating what you already have makes enough finally feel like enough. The greatest wealth isn't having everything. It's learning when you already have enough.